Hello there my friends, welcome back to Ever Film Stars. In this video, we are going to check out what happened to the actors from the 51-year-old show, The Waltons. You will see what time has done to the cast of the historical drama television series. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Let's start. To begin, let's check out what happened to Rose Perkins, the widowed Walton cousin. The character was played by Peggy Ray, who was 57 years old then. Peggy Ray retired from acting in 1998. She died in California from complications of heart failure on 5th February 2011 at the age of 89. Up next is Corabeth Godsey, the shy second cousin of John Walton and wife of Ike Godsey. The role was played by Ronnie Claire Edwards, who was 42 years old. Ronnie Edwards retired from acting in 2008 after HBO decided not to air the television series 12 Miles of Bad Road in which she had a role. She went ahead to write several books and co-write at least one musical play before her death. She died of chronic obstructive pulmonary disease on 14 June 2016 at age 83. Coming right up is Zebulon Walton, aka Grandpa, the easygoing Walton family elder. Grandpa dies while planting seedlings on Walton's mountain and was buried on the mountain. The character was played by Bill Gear, who was 70 years old. Gear died shortly after completing the 6th season of The Waltons. His death was the reason behind the death of his character. He died of respiratory failure on 22nd April 1978 at the age of 76. Next is Esther Walton, aka Grandma, the practical but feisty, quick-tempered and devout wife of Zebulon. Ellen Cosby, who played the role, was 61 years old. Cosby's final role was in 1997 in the movie A Walton Easter. Following several years of declining health, Cosby died in 1999 at age 87. The next character, Ike Godsey, is the kind-hearted, close friend of the Walton family and second cousin-in-law of John Walton Sr. The role of Ike was acted by Joe Conley, who was 44 years old. Well, death happened to Joe Conley before he passed away. He retired from acting in 2001. Joe Conley, he died of complications from dementia on 7th July 2013 at age 85. Next up is James Robert Walton, better known as Jim Bob, the youngest Walton boy who eventually becomes a mechanic. The character was played by David W. Harper, who was 11 years old. Harper is not currently active in show business but does appear at such Waltons-related functions as cast reunions, collectible and memorabilia fairs. Thankfully, he is not dead, but enjoying his 61st year on Earth. Then we have Mary Ellen Walton, the eldest daughter of Olivia and John. Initially, she is a stubborn, sometimes rebellious teenager who believes others don't understand her. Judy Norton, who acted as Mary Ellen, was 13 years old then. Well, so much has happened to Judy Norton. She has been writing, directing and starring in movies and theatre. She is also a singer and an avid athlete whose goal is to inspire creativity and spread positivity. Nowadays, she mostly posts gifts and reunions about the 51-year-old TV show, as well as pictures of herself on her Twitter account of 4,000 followers and her Instagram of 9,000 followers. She is 64 years old. Elizabeth Walton is the free-spirited, outspoken, sensitive youngest child of John and Olivia. The character was played by Cammy Cutler, who was 6 years old. Nowadays, Cammy Cutler mostly stays out of the spotlight. She stopped acting when she decided to pursue a degree in the social sciences at the University of California, Berkeley. After pursuing her education, she helped others have an enriched learning experience as a 9th grade teacher and a principal. She is 57 years old. Benjamin Ben Walton is the 4th Walton child. He is named after John's brother, who died while in combat during World War I. Ben was played by Eric Scott, who was 14 years old at the time. Scott has not appeared in a movie or TV show ever since 2001. He now owns and operates Chase Messengers, a parcel delivery service in Encino, California. He is currently 64 years old. Up next is Erin Walton, the fifth-born child and second daughter of John and Olivia. The role of Erin was played by Mary Beth McDonough, who was 11 years old. Apart from being an award-winning filmmaker, Mary Beth is also now an author, an activist, a public speaker, and a workshop leader. She recently addresses and leads groups to help individuals with personal change, create life balance, and return to a sense of self. She is 61 years old. Next is Olivia, also known as Liv, Livy, or Mama, is John Walton's soft-spoken, patient, loving wife who complements his tough-skinned, opinionated nature. Olivia was played by Michelle Leonard, who was 33 years old at the time. Leonard most recently made her return to television with a starring role in the 2022 Netflix limited series Dahmer, Monster, The Jeffrey Dahmer Story, playing Catherine Dahmer, Jeffrey Dahmer's grandmother. She is 83 years old. The Walton family patriarch, John Walton Sr, is a hard-working, industrious man who runs a small family sawmill on his property on Walton's Mountain. The character was played by Ralph Waite, who was 44 years old. After the show, Waite became a politician who ran unsuccessfully for Congress in California as a Democrat on 3 occasions. He died in Palm Desert, California of age-related illnesses on 13th February 2014 at age 85. Up next is John Boy Walton, the eldest son and child of Olivia Walton. He is a serious thinker and avid reader with a passion to become a writer. John Boy was played by Richard Thomas at 21 years old. Thomas has remained very active in the movie industry, starring in over 120 films. Thomas recently starred as Atticus Finch in a national Broadway tour of a stage production of Harper Lee's novel To Kill a Mockingbird. He enjoys a net worth of $6 million at age 71. Finally, let's check out what happened to Jason Walton, the easygoing, patient, kind, friendly, and outgoing second child of John and Olivia. The role was played by John Walmsley, who was 15 years old at the time. Walmsley was hardly ever seen on camera after the TV series ended. He consequently served as Richard Marx's guitarist in the 1980s, among other things. Today, Walmsley performs with the UK Beat, his own band, as he is now an accomplished multi-instrumentalist, songwriter and producer. September 2022 saw his most recent concert plus autograph session in Greensburg, Indiana, USA. He is 66 years old. Did you know Ralph Waite was fired from his role due to budgetary issues? The show had become more expensive as Waite aged, and at the same time the ratings started to decline. Originally, Season 8 was supposed to be the final one, but CBS gave the show a somewhat unexpected renewal for Season 9. Did you also know that the Waltons' garden was an actual garden and was tended to by Will Geer, who had a 13-acre farm in Connecticut at the time? Also, according to Judy Norton, who played Mary Ellen during the earlier seasons of The Waltons, she and some of other kids used to go around barefoot, showing that it was during the Great Depression and the family couldn't always afford shoes. However, that changed when one of the other kids injured their foot on set and the show's producers decided that the kids needed to wear shoes. That is it for the video. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the video, don't hesitate to smash the like button, share and subscribe. See you in the next one.